This is a Rogue Media Network production.
Sometimes the most meaningful movements don't begin with a plan, they begin with a deep, deep love for a place. And in Salado, that place is the creek. For generations, it has been a gathering place, a source of beauty, really the heartbeat of the community. But when something like this you feel is at risk, it does have a way of bringing people forward. And my guest today, Tiffany Schreiner, is one of those good people, a founding voice in a grassroots effort to save Salado Creek. But Tiffany is something a lot more than that. She's a storyteller, a connector, a creative spirit who believes deeply in honoring heritage while building something meaningful for the future. From amplifying Texas voices through Cosmic Cowgirl Radio to working across the state to preserve land, legacy, and community, to launching new initiatives that bring people together in creative and unexpected ways, her work really is one thing. It's about building bridges. And today we're going to talk about what that looks like in Salado and beyond. So welcome to the show. This is kind of a founding episode, if you will, because this is a part of a series. We've got 2 more episodes coming up with some other wonderful people from Salado who are also concerned about Salado Creek. And you invited me to an event, and I really didn't know Salado Creek was being threatened in any way.
Nor did I till that long ago, and it wasn't that long ago that I learned that it was under threat. And as our darling Carolyn Britt of Salado has said, she said, we've all kind of been asleep at the wheel. And we just didn't know. We didn't know. And I think it comes as quite a shock that folks around us and the sort of major players involved wouldn't have more concern for the preservation of Salado. And it really does take a village to protect a village. And, it's about conscious growth. It's about intentional preservation. It's about building bridges together for a brighter future. Without sounding too cliche, it truly is, metaphorically and literally. And so the grassroots are underway.
Right, and you and about a total of about 6 other people.
It's 5 other women.
5 other women. I mean, you're kind of the guardian angels, if you will, of this effort. And here, save Salado Creek. It's a very simple idea. And there's a QR code. You can learn more about it. Go to the website, Building Bridges Together since 1868. And of course, what is so charming to me about Salado is the deep, deep history and the wonderful heritage that is there in that community. So I guess in a nutshell, we need to kind of explain to everybody what the threat is to the creek.
We had a hearing that Brad Buckley, our representative, had asked the state for. Not every community gets one, but we did, with an organization called TCEQ, Texas Commission for Environmental Quality, I believe it stands for. They are the government entity who is responsible for making sure that baseline water health requirements are met by developers. Sadly, we have learned that those baseline requirements are much lower than one would need to preserve the quality of water that we need for such a low-flowing waterway as our historic Salado Creek.
So it could get polluted really beyond repair kind of quickly.
That is a possibility, and so we're doing all we can to educate ourselves, educate our community, and let the state know and the entities involved know that we intend to work as closely as we can with developers to consciously move forward in a way that preserves the quality of Salado Creek.
Yeah, and there is another organization, Save Texas Streams,
Yes.
that on a broader scale is concerned about all these smaller tributaries, these smaller waterways that are in the state of Texas, and some of the numbers are rather startling at how few are still considered pristine.
Correct. I believe one of the figures that we read recently was something along the lines of there are approximately 3,000 waterways, and only about 50 or 60 are considered pristine these days. You may want to fact check me on that, but
Well, and Salado Creek right now is still one of those
yes, it is
treasured
currently
ones.
we
But
have to worry. The primary concern, to my understanding, is that we have to be more cognizant of the level of phosphorus that's put in the treatment facilities, especially with a low-flowing stream like ours. We're one of the first natural waterways. I don't know how many there are. There aren't that many that the Texas Historical Commission designated as a historical waterway, and in 1967, I believe. And that said, it really does come back to this building bridges idea, metaphorically and literally building bridges together. We need to build together through our arts, our history, our land preservation, our water conservation, education. All of those facets are interwoven together along the historical banks of Salado Creek.
well, let's back up a little bit. Tiffany, why is Salado and Salado Creek so near to your heart? I know you told me you're wearing your grandmother's dress.
I am Darik Caswell Bomer. She was barely 5 foot tall and wore a size 4 shoe, and every bit as feisty as a Texas woman ought to be, for all the right reasons. She, along with my grandfather Jim DeWitt Bomer and my parents, my father's parents, Audrey and Charles Schreiner, if nothing else, they all taught me the importance of stewardship and legacy, and learning that without those things, we really cease to exist. Without our community, our positive efforts as a community, our neighborly, do unto others approach to living. Without those things, we won't be able to preserve the things that we love most and hold dearest. To whom much is given, much is expected. I've said it once, I'll say it again. And we've been given so much in Salado. For whatever multitude of reasons, we have not protected our resources as much as we certainly need to, and we certainly can. As we come together to build these bridges.
Yeah, certainly. You mentioned your grandfather, Jim Bomer. I think really we first got to know each other because of Peaceable Kingdom Retreat for children outside Salado.
It's on the Lampasas River, speaking of water.
Speaking of water, on the Lampasas River. And, of course, his tell them a little bit about that precious
Jim DeWitt
effort
Bomer was my grandfather, will forever be my grandfather. My sister is quite the comedian of the family, and she refers to having him as our grandfather as the great blurse. It's a word she coined, a blessing and a curse coming together because no human being will ever measure up to him. He just was that. He was the Atticus Finch of our family, and he and my grandmother and my mother, together with huge-hearted philanthropists like Sue Mayburn, like Diane Connell, and the McLean family, all came together to build Peaceable Kingdom Retreat for Children in 1982 in memory of my little brother who passed from a congenital heart defect. And there are many changes underway for Peaceable Kingdom, all very good from what I know, as we've grown to serve the communities that are so much in need in terms of special needs families. But again, without land conservation, Mickey and Bobby Burleson were part of that as well. They worked very closely with Lady Bird Johnson's Wildflower Foundation, and without water, you can't really protect land. It just turns to dust. So you've got to have a beautiful, must have a beautiful balance of preservation and conservation that is greatly educated about all of these facets. And, I've jokingly said, I feel like in the last month or so, we have, as a community, and certainly with the founding guardians of Salado Creek and fellow business owners along Salado Creek and homeowners, we kind of had to, go to law school to some degree and uh, go into sort of a doctoral program for land conservation and water preservation to really learn.
There's a lot to know.
Yeah, you can say that again. And Will Lowry, our dear friend and business owner there at In on the Creek, he's so right on when he says that we're at such a precipice to come together and really build these bridges together better, brighter, and stronger than they've ever been. And in doing so, one must have to educate yourself to know what we're actually doing. Misinformation can derail efforts.
Yeah.
Negative
Knee-jerk reactions to stuff. And
this is a movement full of hope.
Yeah.
This is a movement full of inspiration for honoring the past, but even for brighter tomorrows. And that multi-generational echo of laughter down Salado Creek is something that I just hear all the time in my efforts for my children's books, for this effort, for pretty much everything I do. My family kind of laughs in that they know I can't get out of bed unless there's a mission involved. I literally can't get out of bed.
I'd say that's a pretty apt description from what I know. You do have such a creative spirit, though. So tell us about Cosmic Cowgirl Radio and your heart behind it.
Well, I will say that everyone has a creative spirit. It's just a matter of tapping into it. And courageous creativity is something that I believe deeply in. And I think all creativity is courageous. And when you share it vulnerably with the world around you, you never know what's going to come back. Sometimes some pretty wild things, and sometimes some wildly beautiful things, Cosmic Cowgirl Radio, we're getting ready to launch it, hopefully by late this summer or early this coming fall. And it is really about amplifying courageously creative Texas voices of the past, the present, and what's coming in the future for future generations. It started really with my children's book, The Legend of the Cosmic Cowgirl, which is about really just a tale of poetic resilience and kindness and courage and laughter, and how laughter is medicine and community is medicine, and how we can not only be better for our communities but better for our families and just better together overall. She's, our Cosmic Cowgirl is very much a big believer in land conservation and stewardship. So that sort of naturally began conversations around how I can celebrate creative voices around Texas even more with my networks, from Lucky Star out and Hunt with Lisa Field, whom you've met, my precious friend and colleague. That's a women's retreat held every year there on the banks of the Guadalupe River in Hunt, Texas. And because of my sort of Schreiner family and my Bomer family, we're also launching the Bomer Foundation. That's a whole other subject.
Yeah,
I'm happy to talk about another time. Sure.
Yeah.
But it all now is sort of seemingly going to umbrella under Cosmic Cowgirl Radio. What does it mean to be a Cosmic Cowgirl? Does that mean that you love the stars that are big and bright deep in the heart of Texas? By golly, yes, it does. Does that mean that you'll do all you can to preserve the God-given gifts that we have within ourselves and within our land and waters? You bet your buttons it does. Does that mean that, let's say there's a friend of mine, she's a single mother. Oh my goodness, she's just the best mother, and she has, pioneered ways to both celebrate artistry and carve out a living for she and her precious kiddos. And she's a welder. She's become an artistic welder, and so she'll be one of our first guests on the show. These renegade artisans that I just hold so dear, and I was surrounded by them as a child, and I can't even believe the enchanting, otherworldly, Texan to the bone, Texan to the soul upbringing that I have, and it's pretty much infused everything that I can that I do today and that I hope to do in the coming days and years.
Is that why it's important to amplify these Texas voices now?
Sure. Encourage these artists and artisans, and inspire others who maybe feel they can't do it, but you surely can. And, I do have a lot of people, you being one of them, thank goodness, who believe in my creativity for whatever reasons. And it's, I don't know that I would call it creativity within if I'm being really honest. It's more just about what I feel. I just am so lucky to be a part of in this life, and I want to share it with as many folks as I can.
Well, you have a spark, definitely, and an enthusiasm for life, and certainly a passion for the community of Salado. A lot more I want to talk to Tiffany about. We'll get more into the Bomer Foundation as well. But we're going to take a break right now, and we will be back with more of the show right after this.
Like Alan Samuels always said, Waco has a lot to offer, and so do we at Alan Samuels Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, Ram, Fiat. Come by, let's be friends.
Earning an online certification is a quick and convenient way to gain industry-recognized credentials. Select your ACLS course. Print your ACLS certificate. You can print your certification wallet card. aclsnow.com.
Our patented handles were launched in 2018. We continue to push the boundaries of strength training. Join us in making your training more natural and effective. Visit Engels90.com to learn more and revolutionize your workout.
Cleanse your body of accumulated toxins and embark on your wellness journey at your own pace. At Global Healing, we provide premium supplements to help your body heal naturally. Start your healing journey today at globalhealing.com and organichemp.com.
Designed to elevate the off-road experience, enabling adventurers to conquer any terrain. For 50 years, you've trusted us on your toughest recoveries, to your most breathtaking destinations, and in countless unforgettable memories.
At 4U Health, we believe wellness and lab testing should be accessible, inclusive, and yes, fun. With our tech-powered at-home lab test, you save time and money while feeling your best. 4U Health. Visit 4uhealth.com today.
The way they take care of me has made me a Ram driver. They said I don't think they'd want to go anywhere else if they came here.
Like Alan Samuels always said, Waco has a lot to offer, and so do we at Alan Samuels Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, Ram, Fiat. Come by, let's be friends.
Finance is evolving. Automation, data analytics, and AI are reshaping what finance teams do every single day. The best way to predict the future of finance is to be ready for it. If you want a head start, check out 365 Financial Analyst.
online certification is a quick and convenient way to gain industry-recognized credentials. Select your ACLS course. Print your ACLS certificate. You can print your certification wallet card. aclsnow.com.
Our patented handles were launched in 2018. We continue to push the boundaries of strength training. Join us in making your training more natural and effective. Visit Engels90.com to learn more and revolutionize your workout.
Cleanse your body of accumulated toxins and embark on your wellness journey at your own pace. At Global Healing, we provide premium supplements to help your body heal naturally. Start your healing journey today at globalhealing.com and organichemp.com.
What is
Well, the warden led a prisoner down the hallway to his doom. Well, I stood up to say goodbye like all the rest. I heard him tell the warden just before he reached my cell, let my guitar play in friend of my request. Won't you sing me back home with a song I used to hear and make my old memories come alive and take me away and turn back the years and sing me back home before I die. I recall last Sunday morning when a choir from off the street came in to sing a few old gospel songs. I heard him tell the singer, there's a song my mama sang. Could I hear it once before you move along? Won't you sing me back home with a song I used to hear and make my old memories come alive and take me away and turn back the years and sing me back home before I die? Won't you sing me back home before I die? Before I die.
If I had somebody that was looking for a car, I would definitely recommend Allen Samuels. And the trust that I have, the care that they take, they genuinely want to take care of you. They really ask for your feedback when you go to the support department to make sure they're taking care of you in every way possible. So I really appreciate that they listen to your feedback.
Like Allen Samuels always said, Waco has a lot to offer, and so do we at Allen Samuels Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Fiat. Come by, let's be friends.
Enjoy a quiet atmosphere with beautiful river views at the Brazos Landing, located in Waco along the Brazos River across from McLean Stadium. Enjoy homemade dishes like shrimp and grits, chicken piccata, braised short ribs, prime New York steaks, and more. Plus, enjoy a delicious dessert like creme brulee or key lime pie. Open for lunch and dinner Tuesday through Sunday. Brazos Landing in Waco, the only place where I-35 and the Brazos River meet.
We are back with Tiffany Schreiner, who is one of the founding guardians of Save Salado Creek. It is a grassroots effort that is concerned about the quality and just the viability of Salado Creek, which is a very important part of Salado. In fact, I cannot imagine Salado without the creek. So,
Can I?
you know, the history of it, just everything about the beauty of it, going and spending a night at a bed and breakfast there and just totally recharging your batteries is what I've found to be one of the beautiful things about Salado. But I love the fact that you're bringing music into the movement. Tell us about an upcoming compilation of songs.
Well, I know that Richard Paul Thomas has been working on some music, which I'm sure he has and will continue to share with our Save Salado Creek mission and community within the community there.
Yeah, he's a Grammy Award winner. Yeah, lives there in the community.
Yes. And then I, together with some of my artistic musician friends out of the Austin area and sort of the Wimberley area, and then also out of the Fort Worth area. One of them, his stage name is Johnny Dango. You can look him up. He's a brilliant songwriter out of Austin. I've known him since my grad school days at St. Edward's. He's working on some things with me, and then also Granger Esch, who I call, the ukulele clown king of Texas. He's also a certified clown therapist for Cook Children's Hospital.
Oh.
So you can imagine. So we have the songs written. They've not been recorded yet, and they are all inspired by saving Salado Creek. One of the songs is entitled "Dirt Road Dreams." I can tell you that.
I love that.
That one's more of a ballad. And then another one's called Save Salado Creek, and it has a children's choir involved. And yeah, we just can't wait to share them with Salado and the greater community, Bell County, and the state of Texas and beyond. They're pretty catchy tunes.
I love it. I cannot wait. What is it about music and storytelling that is just so important in an effort like this?
I think it really rallies people together. It ties into the heartstrings of this effort, and much like a Bible hymn, it highlights the sacred nature of what we're doing. Preserving the soul of Salado is right alongside preserving the creek. They're interwoven from my seat, and if you question that, I invite you to come and dip your toes in the banks of Salado Creek and feel it yourself and hear those echoes of multi-generational laughter bouncing off of the creek banks there, and see our beautiful blue herons, and come grab a bite at In on the Creek or Barrow or Stagecoach.
Read the story of the mermaid and see the sculpture there in the creek.
Legend of Serena that Troy Kelly and Jackie Mills gave to us. Sculptor Troy Kelly, writer Jackie Mills. We have a new sculpture in Salado, relatively new. It's the Augustus McCrae.
Yes, and he got a lot of play recently with the passing of Robert Duvall.
He did.
Who portrayed Gus McCrae in Lonesome Dove.
And we hope to celebrate that sculpture as much as we have celebrated Serena, and we both of them together. That's coming down the creek, so to speak, and and working closely with Salado ISD as well. Dr. Novotny has been so wonderful to us, and for so many years, he's such a treasure for Salado. We hope to build bridges even further and deeper in partnership with Salado ISD.
Yeah. But you're also working across the state with Schreiner University, the YO Ranch, partners in Kerr and Riel counties. What are you learning about stewardship through that work?
Oh, so much, Ann. In about a year from now, we will be celebrating Captain Charles Schreiner's 100th year since he passed. And so his legacy for Kerr County in terms of pioneering ranching efforts, his connection and history with the Texas Rangers Association. At 14, he joined the Texas Rangers to put bread on the table for his mom and siblings, coming from Alsace-Lorraine. Just such a pioneer in that way. And from there, we're partnering with Schreiner University and the YO Ranch headquarters and YO Ranch Steakhouse in Dallas, so across the state, quite literally, to celebrate the 150th year of the YO brand coming up in the year 2030. So, yeah, we've been ranching in 3 or 4 or 5, 3 centuries, 7 generations, and 150 years come the year 2030, and really tying in so many of our family, folks, and friends who've dedicated their lives in so many regards to building and preserving that brand, that YO brand. So it's certainly not just the Schreiner family. We've got the Stylers, who they're very much interwoven into the fabric of Lukenbach's origins. We've got Riel County, where the Frio River, one of my favorite rivers ever in the world, sits just about 15-20 miles south of the ranch headquarters. We've got YO Schreiner Ranch, which my cousins run and own. So, with that, I think because I was steeped in that as a little bitty girl and then steeped in Bell County from age 10 on, I really learned the value of, and my grandmother had Salado art galleries right across from Stagecoach. So I was and my mother's theatrical background and music background, I just began to sort of have a spiritual reverence for all of these sort of aspects of what it means to fully live and to fully embrace the gifts that God has given us internally and around us. And I think because I was given so much, I kind of fight tooth and nail to preserve them, because I want future generations to have them. Not just my own kids, but all of the Imagineers I've worked with. And, like our Cosmic Cowgirl book says, from ages 2 to 102. I mean, we want to protect the most vulnerable among us so that we can become better. The Bible reads the meek shall inherit the earth, and we want to make sure that earth that they're inheriting is as beautiful as we found it, if not more so.
I love reading your Cosmic Cowgirl book to my granddaughters.
Oh.
Your daughter is carrying on the legacy in the
She
theatrical department. Tell us a
She
little
has
bit
a
about her.
scholarship, a musical theater scholarship that she is pursuing, and she's in her freshman year. Just had her first Broadway affiliated debut these last couple of weeks in Austin, and I mean, I think every parent knows that our children are so much better than we could have ever imagined. She inspires me daily with her courage and her tenacity.
Yeah, no. Well, we mentioned the Bummer Foundation. Tell me about that. What is the vision behind that?
So the vision behind the Bomer Foundation is first and foremost to honor the legacy of Jim and Doris Bomer, my grandparents, and their devotion to philanthropy in Bell County and beyond. My grandfather Jim was president of the State Bar of Texas and an avid land conservationist. He also was very devoted to Native American history as well. And
he had a fabulous collection of artifacts.
And he worked closely with the Galt site there in Salado. One of the things we haven't talked about much, but it's certainly on the radar, is are the archaeological treasures around Salado Creek.
Yes.
And so we're working with the Galt site on that. And Jim Bomer, my grandfather, he also worked very closely with Baylor University. He was a Baylor Law grad, and worked closely with land conservation and Baylor. And from all that, as far as my childhood goes, and having the honor of being raised around him and his love and his devotion to Texas and all that it is and can be, his legacy and their legacy deserves to be honored in a way that inspires future generations to come. I had folks come up to me at a recent art event in Salado and said, "You're Jim Bomer's granddaughter?" And, I get tales like that all the time, and I feel so blessed. My sister's right. He is the great blurse, the blessing and the curse, but in the best sense of the words. And so the Bomer Foundation, we don't have our mission officially launched yet, our mission statement, but I can tell you that it is about inclusivity. It is about stewardship of land and water. It is about preserving history and the arts, specifically in Bell County, but beyond also. Bell County and beyond. There are many efforts underway behind the scenes with the help of the Burleson family and artisans and devotees to Salado and Bell County. It's not just about the Bomers, that's for sure. It's about inclusivity.
Yeah. You're also working on a new children's book. Is that true?
I am. I actually, when I first wrote The Legend of the Cosmic Cowgirl, I wrote 2 companion books to it. So those are coming. But I think actually the one that will be released first now is the one that I've written most recently. And it is about a bungalow of kiddos who, against all odds, much like our Mark Twain adventures that so many of us hold dear, while yes, they are devoted to adventure, they're devoted to adventures that have a mission of protecting Salado Creek.
Good.
So it's very much about Safe Salado Creek. I don't want to give too much away.
Staying on brand, staying on message here.
We are. We're building bridges and saving creeks. That's what we're doing.
What does community involvement look like right now, and where would you like to see it go?
I would like to see it go in the way that it saves Salado Creek, first and foremost.
Yes, right. Results first, yeah.
I would encourage those who want to get involved to hop on our website at savesaladocreek.org. Much of the information is being updated there, and you can directly message us there if you want to donate to the cause. That is governed by the Greater Edwards Aquifer Alliance. So you can ask direct questions either to us on our website or to them. We have lots of committees being formed. You can reach out to us directly there, and we'll guide you to our committee leaders with Save Salado Creek. And the QR codes on our posters that are are going up all around Salado and Bell County. And again, just hop on savesaladocreek.org, and we will plug you in as much as you will allow us to.
Yeah. Well, when you think about the future of Salado, and particularly the creek? What do you envision? What do you hope people will continue to be able to enjoy?
Just, Salado Creek at sunset. There's nothing quite like it. It gives you a reverence for the past and, the yesterdays and memories. It gives you hope for tomorrow. It gives you a sense, or gives me a sense of reverence for the good-hearted among us against all odds. It really helps me remember that we are all family to one another, just as the good book reminds us as well. I'm so honored right now. I honestly, I can't believe how blessed I am personally to be working alongside the team of what we're calling ourselves, the founding guardians of this Save Salado Creek endeavor. Carolyn Britt, Joyce Pennington, Jody Askins, Kathy Sands, Linda Griffith, and myself. And Bev Turnbow's with us too. She hasn't signed on for her official role yet, but she's there, as is Becky Sparks. And, and then we've had folks like Will Lowry and Neil Dunch and Jim Lassiter come on board as much as they possibly can. Building this community together, it's one thing to say we're saving Salado Creek, which we are. That is the focus. But we're also nourishing the community by coming together, like the Bible verse that speaks of prayer says, where two or more are gathered. And I feel that way about the creek too. We're all coming together. We're truly building bridges. Barrow got us started in this decade of building a new bridge. Now it's time for us to all build this bigger, brighter, spiritual bridge for our community together.
Absolutely. And in the coming days, as I alluded, we will be talking more. We're going to really take a deep dive into what this means for the community of Salado with Will Lowry and Alderman Jim Lassiter and Carolyn Britt and also Beverly Turnbow. So, yeah, lots more conversation as we all learn more about Salado and how important the creek is, and kind of seeing from a bird's eye view the process of protecting something as vitally important as that waterway is. And as we've said several times, there are not a lot of chances to get it right. I mean, it needs to be gotten right now to preserve it for the future. Absolutely.
And all of those wonderful souls that you just mentioned, couldn't do it without them, couldn't do it without the best of our village coming on board. And if you want your kids to get involved in this even more, there are a lot of events coming down the creek, so to speak. Yeah. And you can just come visit me on any form of social media. Cosmic Cowgirl Book on Instagram. That's a great way to find me, because we've got some great arts and theater camps coming, and environmental education camps coming, workshops for all members of the family and specifically kiddos. So it's important to educate the elders among us, but it's also very much important to plant the seeds in these youngest among us as well.
No kidding. All right. Thank you so much, Tiffany.
Thank you so much,
all
Ann.
you do for my happy place, which is Salado, the village of Salado.
Thank you.
So, yeah, all the best. And again, as we say, stay tuned, because there is more ahead. Don't go away.
Apollo Neuro is a new kind of wearable that helps your body recover from stress, that helps you calm down and feel better. You sleep better, and you can get back to being yourself. Learn more at apolloneuro.com.
I had a panic moment running my hands through my hair, and that's when I found Keeps. Keeps gave me the results that I was really looking for.
I definitely felt a lot more confident once I saw my hair coming back.
Keeps has given me the control of my hair back.
Get your first month free at Keeps.com.
It's not just a glove, it's a 44 Pro. Crafted with dedication, made for performance, and built to last. Get your custom glove today at 44pro.com and experience the 44 Pro difference. That's 44pro.com, 44 Pro.
The reason that their service is outstanding is because the people they have working, behind the desk and the folks working in the garage, taking care of business. And they give you a date, they give you a time, and they're spot on. And they're professional, they take care of it, and they answer all your questions, and they're fun to work with.
Like Alan Samuels always said, Waco has a lot to offer, and so do we at Alan Samuels Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Fiat. Come by, let's be friends.
What is that? What is that?
Something about neon that turns me on. With the smoke in the air, it's coming on strong. There's something about them lights that just feels right. Looks like I'll be here all night, at least till last call. Thought I'd stop in, maybe have a round, and just hang out with the boys. And then the band kicked off with a George Strait song. Now I'm on this dance floor with a girl in my arms. There's something about a slow dance, it brings out a little romance, and pulling her in close, it's like I've got a chance. There's something about the look in her eyes that makes it hard to deny. This could be going somewhere, and I'm not just another guy. Wasn't looking for much when I came in here. Just wanted to unwind, maybe shoot a little pool or sit at the bar. But I'm back on this dance floor with her in my arms. There's something about neon that turns me on. With the smoke in the air, it's coming on strong. There's something about dim lights that just feels right. Looks like I'll be here all night, at least till last call. Looks like I'll be here all night, at least till last call. There's something about neon.
Earning an online certification is a quick and convenient way to gain industry-recognized credentials. Select your ACLS course. Print your ACLS certificate. You can print your certification wallet card. aclsnow.com.
Our patented handles were launched in 2018. We continue to push the boundaries of strength training. Join us in making your training more natural and effective. Visit Engels90.com to learn more and revolutionize your workout.
Cleanse your body of accumulated toxins and embark on your wellness journey at your own pace. At Global Healing, we provide premium supplements to help your body heal naturally. Start your healing journey today at globalhealing.com and organichemp.com.
For over 2 decades, I've come to Allen Samuels shop, especially for trucks, because I've been very satisfied with the performance of those trucks. I think the strengths of Allen Samuels is obviously in their customer service and obviously taking care of your vehicle after the sale.
Like Allen Samuels always said, Waco has a lot to offer, and so do we at Allen Samuels Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, Ram, Fiat. Come by, let's be friends.
Earning an online certification is a quick and convenient way to gain industry-recognized credentials. Select your ACLS course. Print your ACLS certificate. You can print your certification wallet card. aclsnow.com.
Our patented handles were launched in 2018. We continue to push the boundaries of strength training. Join us in making your training more natural and effective. Visit Engels90.com to learn more and revolutionize your workout.
Cleanse your body of accumulated toxins and embark on your wellness journey at your own pace. At Global Healing, we provide premium supplements to help your body heal naturally. Start your healing journey today at globalhealing.com and organichemp.com.
For walking out on us, or am I losing touch? Too many games, now all our chips are lost. Luck was not enough. I opened my eyes. Tonight I feel like waking to life. Tonight I feel like waking up. Tonight I feel like am I safe for walking out on us? Or am I losing touch? Too many games, now all our chips are lost. Luck was not enough. I opened my eyes. Tonight I feel like waking to life. Tonight I feel like waking up. Tonight I feel
Like Allen Samuels always said, Waco has a lot to offer, and so do we at Allen Samuels Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, Ram, Fiat. Come by, let's be friends.
Earning an online certification is a quick and convenient way to gain industry-recognized credentials. Select your ACLS course. Print your ACLS certificate. You can print your certification wallet card. aclsnow.com.
Our patented handles were launched in 2018. We continue to push the boundaries of strength training. Join us in making your training more natural and effective. Visit Engels90.com to learn more and revolutionize your workout.
Cleanse your body of accumulated toxins and embark on your wellness journey at your own pace. At Global Healing, we provide premium supplements to help your body heal naturally. Start your healing journey today at globalhealing.com and organichemp.com.
Designed to elevate the off-road experience, enabling adventurers to conquer any terrain. For 50 years, you've trusted us on your toughest recoveries, to your most breathtaking destinations, and in countless unforgettable memories.
For anyone that's in the car buying mode or looking for a car right now or a truck, I would definitely come by Alan Samuels, get to know the people here like I have, how well I'm taking care of the dealership and how well, service and any kind of warranty issues or those sort of things. Because of the way they take care of me, it's made me a Ram driver. And so I don't think they'd want to go anywhere else if they came here.
Like Alan Samuels always said, Waco has a lot to offer, and so do we at Alan Samuels Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, Ram, Fiat. Come by, let's be friends.
Finance is evolving. Automation, data analytics, and AI are reshaping what finance teams do every single day. The best way to predict the future of finance is to be ready for it. If you want a head start, check out 365 Financial Analyst.
At 4U Health, we believe wellness and lab testing should be accessible, inclusive, and yes, fun. With our tech-powered at-home lab test, you save time and money while feeling your best. 4U Health. Visit 4uhealth.com today.
For anyone that's in the car buying mode or looking for a car right now or a truck, I would definitely come by Alan Samuels, get to know the people here like I have, how well I'm taking care of the dealership and how well, service and any kind of warranty issues or those sort of things. Because of the way they take care of me, it's made me a Ram driver. And so I don't think they'd want to go anywhere else if they came here.
Like Alan Samuels always said, Waco has a lot to offer, and so do we at Alan Samuels Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, Ram, Fiat. Come by, let's be friends.
Finance is evolving. Automation, data analytics, and AI are reshaping what finance teams do every single day. The best way to predict the future of finance is to be ready for it. If you want a head start, check out 365 Financial Analyst.
At 4U Health, we believe wellness and lab testing should be accessible, inclusive, and yes, fun. With our tech-powered at-home lab test, you save time and money while feeling your best. 4U Health. Visit 4uhealth.com today.
Enjoy a quiet atmosphere with beautiful river views at the Brazos Landing, located in Waco along the Brazos River across from McLean Stadium. Enjoy homemade dishes like shrimp and grits, chicken piccata, braised short ribs, prime New York steaks, and more. Plus, enjoy a delicious dessert like creme brulee or key lime pie. Open for lunch and dinner Tuesday through Sunday. Brazos Landing in Waco, the only place where I-35 and the Brazos River meet.
If I had somebody that was looking for a car, I would definitely recommend Alan Samuels. The trust that I have, the care that they take, they genuinely want to take care of you. They really ask for your feedback when you go to the support department to make sure they're taking care of you in every way possible. So I really appreciate that they listen to your feedback.
Like Alan Samuels always said, Waco has a lot to offer, and so do we at Alan Samuels Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, Ram, Fiat. Come by, let's be friends.
Apollo Neuro is a new kind of wearable that helps your body recover from stress, that helps you calm down and feel better. You sleep better, and you can get back to being yourself. Learn more at apolloneuro.com.
I had a panic moment running my hands through my hair, and that's when I found Keeps. Keeps gave me the results that I was really looking for.
I definitely felt a lot more confident once I saw my hair coming back.
Keeps has given me the control of my hair back.
Get your first month free at keeps.com.
It's not just a glove, it's a 44 Pro. Crafted with dedication, made for performance, and built to last. Get your custom glove today at 44pro.com and experience the 44 Pro difference. That's 44pro.com, 44 Pro.
This is a Rogue Media Network production.